So we came here and are sort of looking at this cluster of images, and it's because they exemplify the cyanotype,
The blues are cyanotype.
the pinhole, and the calotype.
Yeah.
And so would you sort of point us to one and maybe start with a pinhole, because that's super fun.
Yeah, and so kind of in this group of 4 here, I wanted to represent 4 different processes in photography. And so this is a digital color, and then this is a black and white film image from a large format camera. And then here is the pinhole, which actually came out of this camera, but it looks like a flower can because it is. Pinhole, we talked about kind of historic photography, and this is like the very beginning is just a black box, and as long as it's light tight, the inside is black, and it has a lid that cuts out any interior light. And then you just put the film, it's a paper film at the back. It's called a pinhole because you used a sewing needle to pierce some foil, which is put inside, and then your shutter is simply duct tape here. And so you can't really get more simple than that. You have, besides looking at and directing the whole of the camera where you're hoping to take a picture, you don't have any feedback. You can't replay it. You don't know if it's in focus, how far away, how much of the landscape it's taking. So the nice part is it's very simple. The frustrating part is you have no idea if it came out. I put the time on the top, so this one was exposed for 40 seconds, and I was pretty happy with how it came out because I think it's incredibly clear for something that came out of a vintage flower tin. So yeah, just kind of giving you some images throughout different processes in the history of photography. Also in the beginning they used or created cyanotypes, which is where blueprints in engineering and drafting come from. And it's kind of like a photogram, so you're coating a surface with a light-sensitive emulsion, placing objects on it, and then when you remove the plants, in this case, you get a negative image of what was there. These are called calotypes. This is a brown calotype specifically, but again, the paper's painted with a light-sensitive chemical, and I used the negative from the film image and placed it on the paper after it was painted. And then when you develop it, it's got a rich brown tone, which I think matches well with just the earth and kind of soil. And so that's why I like to use that process for landscapes, because it just kind of adds another layer to the image.
So this is fun, powerful, and interesting stuff.
So yeah, unfortunately it's the last day you can enjoy it, but because of the lovely interview, you can listen to it and see it that way.
Wonderful. Thank you, Barbara.
Yeah, thanks so much.